coverage once again. Again, watching all the story unfolding out of Washington, D.C. But now to the weather. Take a live look outside in Aiken. A lot of cloud cover, but what a warm day we had out there, Mikkel.
That's right. We did have a warm day across the CSRA today, Richard. Multiple locations in the 70s in Augusta, looking like we might have a high of 75 degrees today. So looking out across from Grovetown to I-20 southwest, you can see that cloud cover now starting to build in across the region. Some pretty thick cloud cover as well. Just moving to this side of the screen, maybe even some precipitation now towards the bottom right corner of your screen. And we'll take a look at Doppler Max Radar, tracking one pesky shower across the area. But again, those temperatures right around 71 degrees currently at Augusta Bushfield Airport, and those winds out of the south at about 11 miles per hour. So looking at Doppler Max Radar, as Richard said, we do have some of that cloud cover looking out across Aiken, and you can see that one pesky shower now moving from Burke County into Barnwell County now. So downtown Barnwell, you may see a few sprinkles of rain as the shower kind of just passes through your region, but nothing too heavy or concerning right now across the area as far as rainfall goes. Looking at current temperatures around the CSRA, some locations still holding in the 70s despite that cloud cover starting to fill in. So the Augusta Metro once again coming in right around 71 degrees, but most of the CSRA now dropping back towards the low to mid 60s, and then you can see some upper 60s sprinkled in across the region as well. So pretty mild outside if you were to step out the door right now. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today showing that these temperatures will not budge all too much tonight. Once again, thanks to that cloud cover increasing overnight, we'll see those temperatures holding in the lower 60s and then potentially dropping down towards the mid 50s and then maybe even the upper 40s as we head towards tomorrow morning. Looking at those low temperatures that we're expecting as you do wake up tomorrow morning, those low temperatures anywhere from the upper 40s to low to mid 50s around the region, but expecting a mild start once again as we do have those cloudy conditions building in overnight. We'll take a look at that forecast for tomorrow in just a bit, guys.
Thanks a lot, Mikkel. You might have heard already reports about MIS-C, a rare COVID-related illness that really affects children. We've also heard about a child in South Carolina who ended up in the ICU with that condition.
As it turns out, the Children's Hospital of Georgia has treated some cases here at home. Our Sydney Heiberger tells us what you should know.
MIS-C presents in children who have had COVID or come in contact with a COVID-positive person. It's an inflammation disorder that can affect vital organs like the heart, brain, lungs, and kidneys, and it can be very serious. As of Monday, the CDC reported more than 2,000 cases of MIS-C, and 30 kids have died from it. AU's Children's Hospital of Georgia says they've treated around 11 cases themselves. Doctors Hospital says they've had about 7. Nearly 70% of the CDC's reported cases have come from kids who are Hispanic or Black with an average age of 9. The problem is many parents don't know about it, and the symptoms present like any other flu-like illness.
In general, it's kids who are really, really sick enough to be put in a hospital, often sick enough to be put in an ICU. The vast majority of children with fevers don't have COVID, and the vast majority of kids who have had COVID don't have MIS-C.
The CDC does not report statewide MIS-C case counts, but they do say Georgia is one of the top states when it comes to reporting MIS-C. Tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, what parents should be on the lookout for. Reporting in Augusta, Sydney Heiberger on your side.
Now, as Dr. Wild mentioned, this condition is very rare, but parents who have had kids with COVID should still be on the lookout. Your kids could get very sick 2 to 4 weeks after contracting COVID.
Plenty of people are still struggling to book vaccine appointments, especially in rural areas. And tomorrow, Rural Health Services and Aiken Tech are teaming up to vaccinate around 700 people.
It's a rural area, and there's been a lot of media about the rural areas not having access. And we wanted that to be one of our first events.
That clinic will be at the Windsor Fire Department headquarters on Middleton Drive across from the Windsor Recreation Park. The clinic opens from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. You do have to live in Aiken or Windsor to get that appointment, but they tell us slots are still open. So call the number there on the screen, 380-7000. That's how you book your appointment.
Researchers are still investigating whether the vaccine is safe for cancer patients, but here's what they do know so far. Any cancer patient interested needs to talk to their doctor about it first. There are some more clear situations where experts say to wait to get the shot, like if you've had a recent stem cell transplant. It's recommended you do get the vaccine. However, if you're dealing with lung-related cancer, those patients are at a severe heightened risk of hospitalization.
First, before we finally know what the project is, it's bringing 450 new jobs to Edgefield. Until now, it's only been known as Project Bugle, but Now the governor's office is announcing Generac Power Systems is coming to the area. Generac is mostly known for making home standby generators as well as other energy technologies. Governor McMaster calls this another win for South Carolina manufacturing. And coming up ahead on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're going to talk with officials and neighbors about growth coming to that area.
Nationally, we are facing a blood shortage like never before, and the problem is especially true here at home. To fight this shortage, the Red Cross held a blood drive today in North Augusta. They were especially interested in convalescent blood and donations from people who've gotten the vaccine. Officials screened everyone who donated for COVID antibodies. You can also get free screenings for antibodies if you donate blood. That's one way to get that testing with the Shepherd Blood Center. Congressman Rick Allen hoping to pass legislation that will keep the Augusta Canal a National Heritage Area. The move would keep the area protected federally. This would commemorate the historical significance of the site and also help with dollars for upkeep.
The United Way of the CSRA partnering with Lyft and GM to help hundreds in our community. By calling 211, you can get an on-demand ride or schedule a ride for up to a week in advance. A Lyft driver will come to you to pick you up, and these rides are for job interviews, COVID vaccines, doctor's appointments, and even the grocery store.
We continue to hear over and over that, I wish I could get here, I just don't have a ride. Or there's an appointment time and I just can't make it with the transportation that I do have. And so at United Way, we're continuing to look at where there are gaps in the community. So we knew this was a perfect way that we could try to fill some of that gap through the Ride United program.
And again, that number to call is 211. This is for folks who qualify who live in Richmond or Columbia counties for now anyway. So coming up here on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from a family taking advantage of this new Lyft program.
Legendary Jeopardy host Alex Trebek blessed the world in so many ways while he was alive, and his legacy continues on. Today, his family donating his wardrobe. The clothes will go to a foundation who helps get clothes to people who are homeless. Trebek's executive producer says it's the perfect way to honor his final request. During his final episode, he asked viewers to open their hands and their hearts to those who are suffering. Several South Carolina officials are pushing for a return to 5-day-a-week in-person learning, but the question is, will there even be the staff to do it? We're taking a closer look after this break.
Rain chances in the forecast the next few days, going up significantly tomorrow night into Friday. We'll talk about that in just a bit.
Love is in the air.
It's kind of like a fairy tale.
But so is COVID.
It was tough. You start off with this big dream.
Local brides and businesses stuck in pandemic purgatory. Wedding woes Thursday on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Taking a look outside over Grovetown, some cloud cover out there. Mikal, what can you tell us?
That's right, Laura. We do have some cloud cover across the area, and this cloud cover will continue to build in as we head through tonight into tomorrow morning. Some patchy fog and misty conditions as well possible for tonight, and that can linger around right on into your earlier parts of your Thursday morning. Looking at the Augusta Almanac, we had a high temperature of 76 degrees today, and if you look at the record set back in 1959, we were only 3 degrees shy of actually breaking that record today. So another warm day across the CSRA, very above average, and not a bad rebound from 52 degrees this morning. The sun setting right around 6:08 p.m. This evening. Looking at your temperature history, we definitely added another day of above average temperatures to our temperature history map here. So as you look back, we had an above average day yesterday. Also going back to Monday, the 8th of February, we had above average temperature. So an above average trend, but unfortunately we will start to cool off as we head towards the end of this week and into this weekend. So looking like we'll not add too many more above average days to that last graphic. Doppler Max Radar right now showing one shower moving through Barnwell County now. So again, folks in parts of downtown Barnwell up towards Blackville, also Williston, you may get in on some light shower activity, but nothing too concerning with that shower. Definitely on the lighter side there. Doppler Max Radar showing our current setup across the southeast and then back towards the central parts of the United States. We'll see some high pressure building in across the central U.S., and that'll help to push this front, as you can see, towards our area, and that'll increase our rain chances, particularly as we head into tomorrow evening and then Friday morning, as an accompanying area of low pressure moves in across the area as well, increasing the chance for rainfall. Looking at your hour-by-hour forecast, taking you through tonight and then into tomorrow morning, we'll see those temperatures definitely on the mild side tomorrow. Some areas possibly getting down towards the 40s, but expecting most of us to stay in the 50s tomorrow morning with that cloud cover. Some patchy fog and misty conditions possible as well for the earlier parts of your Thursday morning. As we go throughout your day on Thursday, we'll stay mostly dry throughout the day, As we head towards the later evening hours and into tomorrow night, that's when those rain chances definitely do pick up. Some moderate rainfall possibly, and even some heavier rainfall as well across the CSRA as we head into tomorrow evening and then into your Friday morning. And then those temperatures not going down too much, but we'll see some temperatures actually dropping as we go throughout your day on Friday. So not the typical weather pattern as far as those high temperatures go. And we could have those temperatures cooling down into the 40s as we go throughout your day on Friday. And then rain cover definitely becoming more widespread as we head throughout your day on Friday. So a soggy outlook for the next few days for sure. Your 3-day forecast as we take you all the way through Saturday, we'll see those temperatures once again potentially going down throughout the day on Friday. It's going to be cool as well as we go towards Saturday, only hitting about 50 degrees here in the Augusta metro and around the CSRA, some cool temperatures as well. Those rain chances sticking around at least through the beginning of next week, but drying out just a tad bit for Valentine's Day. Temperatures right around the lower 50s. Guys.
As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, we wanted to spotlight Robert Smalls. He's the man who changed schooling in South Carolina forever. Smalls is from Beaufort, where he and his family managed to escape from slavery in the 1860s. Years later, Smalls led the charge to make sure kids would be in school for at least 6 months out of the year, which was a new idea.
He got up and proposed a law that went resolved. All children between the ages of 7 and 14 must attend public school 6 months a year under penalty of non-compliance. That had never been a law such as that in South Carolina prior to this.
Before Smalls, only wealthy children got an education, and it was efforts like this that led to what we know as the public school system here in South Carolina.
Boy, this is hard to watch. Flames rising, smoke billowing at the historic Krispy Kreme in downtown Atlanta. This donut shop is a fixture in Atlanta. It's been open for 60 years, most notably donating 150 donuts to mourners after Dr. King was shot back in 1968. But it's not all bad news, as the famous spot is owned by legendary basketball player Shaquille O'Neal. O'Neal vows to restore the building, saying the Krispy Kreme will be back and will be better than ever. Okay, a pessimist will say no good deed goes unpunished, but for one cashier, a good deed pays big dividends. Coming up, we're going to tell you about some uplifting acts of kindness.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands.
We've all been there. You're in a rush. Maybe you had a tough day. You go to the grocery store, and just when you're about to check out, you realize you forgot your wallet.
What are you going to do? Lucky for one woman, a guy standing right behind her picks up a $90 tab, and the good deeds don't stop there. Walter Morris tells us how the woman repaid that kind deed.
They say no good deed goes unpunished, but for this Publix cashier,
oh my God. Holy crap.
the good deed is paying dividends. Did you have any idea the surprise was coming?
No, I did not.
You see, the special surprise for Ray Mayaras is a month in the making, and it all started when he stepped up for Sophia Philbrun.
I'm shocked. At that moment, I was so shocked.
Philbrun says she was tired, hungry, and in a hurry when she came to this Tamarack Publix on Commercial Boulevard back on January 7th to get groceries. And as she was checking out, she realized she didn't have her wallet. Lucky for her, Mayaras and his big heart were behind the register.
The only thing going through my mind, I'm like, I have to drive all the way home and then come back here to get the grocery. The next thing that I see, he just pulled his wallet and then he got his card. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yes, I'm okay.
And get this, not only did he pick up the $90 tab, he refused to let her pay him back. So she decided to return the favor, setting up a GoFundMe for the Good Samaritan and raising more than $600.
For him to just swap his card for $90, not even knowing me or knowing if I was scamming him, it was crazy.
She was thrilled to invite 7 News along for the big giveaway. And while Mayaras counts his cash, he's hoping others can learn something from his act of kindness.
My parents always tell me to do something nice for somebody else. Like a nice gesture a day makes somebody happy. So I just decided to do that, and look what happened.
Oh, there is nothing bad about that story.
Mm-hmm. A COVID hug with a mask on, and that's a great thank you. I love that too.
Oh, man.
Good for him.
I love that.
Above average high temperatures tomorrow, well above average, the normal for this time of year, right around 61 degrees. We'll take a look at that after the break.
your Carrier factory authorized dealer.
We're only comfortable when you are.
Food insecurity is a big issue here in the CSRA, which is why the Golden Harvest Food Bank is continuing to help the community. Today, the food bank gave out hundreds of boxes of food at Christ Way Church in Martinez. If you weren't able to get to today's event, Golden Harvest will host another food drive Saturday. That will be at their home location on Commerce Drive from 10 a.m. to noon.
And we do have those above average temperatures in the forecast for tomorrow. The normal for this time of year, right around 61 degrees, and we'll be well above that tomorrow for much of the CSRA. A lot of locations may be even jumping into the 70s tomorrow as well. You can see the lower 70s, especially in the central portions and western portions of the CSRA. So something to look forward to as far as temperatures, but we do have the scattered chance for some of those isolated showers throughout your day tomorrow. The better chance not coming in until we head towards tomorrow evening and then into your Friday morning as well, as the area of low pressure does move across the area. So looking at the next 3 days, we do have the isolated chance for those showers tomorrow. The better chance coming in Friday, sticking around through Saturday, unfortunately, and looking like those chances could be throughout the day for both of those days. Temperatures dropping down towards the 50s as we do head towards Saturday. The weekend forecast as we head towards Valentine's Day, things will slightly dry out for Valentine's Day. A lower rain chance for sure, but still the possibility for some of those isolated showers. And temperatures, as you can see, only in the low to mid 50s. So these warm temperatures that we saw today, and then also into tomorrow, will definitely be going away as we head towards the weekend. And we do have that cool down in store. Looking at your highs over the next few days, we'll see those temperatures definitely taking a sharp dive down towards the 50s for Saturday, trying to level back out as we go into next week, but not doing too much as we head towards next Monday. Those temperatures only in the upper 50s by that time frame. Low temperatures over the next few days, dropping down towards the 40s as we head towards Friday through Monday, so sticking around right around the low to mid 40s for those. And getting into your 3-day forecast, just reminding you to keep that umbrella handy over the next 2 days. We'll see those temperatures dropping down towards the 50s, maybe even seeing some temperatures cooling off during the day on Friday, so keep that in mind as well. And then we'll be drying out as we head towards next Wednesday, guys.
We are getting our first look inside Augusta's new vaccination clinic. Hundreds of people got the shot today. We'll take you there on News 12 at 6 o'clock after a short break. Stay with us.
Every morning all over the